What do you own a ridiculous amount of? Fragrances, about 90. Pinball machines, over 100. It started with getting one that didn't work. I didn't know how to fix it, and once I learned it was fun. I started collecting them. When they are broken they are often cheap to acquire. Nuts and bolts. Every time I get a new thing that needs assembled, I keep the leftovers just in arso. Now I have a ton of random, particular nuts and bolts with severely limited applications and I just cannot seem to throw them away. Stuffed animals. Childhood me had a problem. Salt and pepper shakers. I guess 7 pairs. I know it ridiculous for some niche collector, but I'm not. But where the hell did they all come from? I have cows, sugar skulls, goats. I don't need to shake that much salt and pepper. Crafting supplies. I am a serial crafter, in that I like to get really into a crafting hobby for a period of time. Could be months, years, or sometimes just weeks, and then I move on to the next craft. I usually buy supplies for that hobby, as though it will be a lifelong passion. I am also an aspirational crafter. I'll see the potential in raw materials which are rare for me to buy said raw materials, but then I get lazy and the project never comes to fruition. In short, I have 2 separate hobbies, collecting crafting supplies and crafting. Empty boxes from ordering stuff. Taking them to recycling as soon as I decide I'm not gonna use them. Books. I'm never moving again. Paper clips. I have a whole drawer full of them. Polyhedral dice. Blood sugar. Socks. 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 I got socks for my socks. Q-tips. My wife signed us for our Amazon Household Essentials subscription and overestimated how often we bought Q-tips. A box came every month until I pointed out that using our stock of 20,000 Q-tips would take a while. Edit. Thanks for the awards. I was not expecting this to blow up. Houseplants. It is hard to stop buying/trading or just propagating and making more. Edit. First, wow. I did not expect this to blow up. Awesome to see so many other plant lovers. Second, I wanted to respond to all the trade plant comments with r/tag plant love plant. I have also seen trades on the Nextdoor app and community groups. My local plant store also hosts plant swaps. So take a trimming of your plant and propagate it. Show up and see who wants to swap. Cables. There is an unwritten law of the universe. If you throw away a cable, you will need it within a month. Rocks. I have a rock collection. Precious stones, fossils and other cool minerals. When I tell you my room shines purple because of all my amethyst clusters and points, I mean it. Edit. Working on uploading pictures y'all. I'll showcase my favorites then link them here when I can. Edit 2. Still having trouble with the pictures. Reddit won't load my recent pictures, only shows pictures from 2 years ago, and Imga has the same problem. Moomin tea mugs. I have close to 60, all different. My mother gifted me them 4 years in my advent calendar, and she got a bit carried away. Tea. I worked in a tea shop, and was able to get an insane amount of loose leaf tea for free. I literally have a cupboard of nothing but different flavors of loose leaf teas. Hundreds of dollars worth of tea for my own drinking pleasure. I probably have close to 40 different flavors, all in their own happy little tins waiting for the day I think yes, a pure green tea sounds perfect today. Semicolon. Edit. I never thought my love of tea would get me awarded. Thank you kindly. Semicolon. Edit 2. Thanks for everyone who is commenting, upvoting, and giving awards. I only had 1 award before today. I'm glad that, if any of my comments had to become popular, it's the one about tea that is. Peace, love, and tea for all. Steam games. Guitar picks. Nerf guards. P.S. I don't have any Nerf guns. Edit. Fun fact: to order a Nerf gun it can hold around 50 darts. It's modified BTW. Lego. Coffee beans. I won a lifetime supply of gourmet coffee beans in a contest. Several pounds arrive each month, faster than I can use them. Some get stored in the freezer, while other bags are given to friends who can use them. Bionicle sets. They take up a good 1/2 of my personal storage space. Chapstick and lip gloss. No matter where I am, there's always at least 10 somewhere around me. Plastic bags from the grocery store. Dresses. I have over 100 dresses. All were purchased from thrift shops, and all are donated back again, after I wear them a few times, but still, it's a strange obsession. Pennies. They're useless here, Canada, so I have nearly $1,000 in pennies. I collected them from banks when we stopped using them. Hoping to make a penny floor with them once I find a house that I can see myself making into my forever home. Stringed instruments. 10 guitars, 2 basses, 2 banjos, a mandolin and a few oddballs. Toilet paper. We moved during the pandemic and everyone thought Thea'd be clever and send us a pack as a housewarming gift. The first couple were helpful and appreciated. The many others that followed were not. We have bought toilet paper since May, and we still have 70 plus rolls left. We cold not finish unpacking a few boxes because an entire closet is filled with toilet paper. Asterisk pocket knives. My grandfather used to sell them at flea markets for a side hustle, and he used to give them to the grandkids as gifts. I've gone on to buy a few interesting ones for myself. I have about 70. Asterisk Mad magazines. I started collecting them in the 80s. I have just about every issue, published between 1970 and 1990, plus a bunch more on either side. Asterisk Atari games. I already had a bunch when I was a kid, then my older cousin gave me all his when he got into high school and stopped playing. I have about 80, no duplicates. Plus, I still have a working console. Asterisk old video games. I have a asterisk massive asterisk setup of DOS and Windows games from the early 80s through the mid 90s. I can play through DOS barks and a front end. Something like 600 or so at the last count. I have another setup of emulated arcade games from the same era using MAME. Again, several hundred that are actually playable. I have other collections as well, just not a ridiculous amount in each. I own 1,000 rubber duckies. I used to work in software engineering and wanted to prank the company, so I bought 1,000 of the buggers. Never got around to it, sadly. Edit. Rip my inbox. Thanks for the awards, but please don't waste your money on me. There are plenty of good comments and posts that are more worthy than this billock. Edit 2. Honestly, fellows, there are charities that need the money more than I need the awards. If you want to make me feel good, send a charity of your choice money, either in your name or anonymously. Masks. There was a sale. Fat. Video games that I've never finished. Fancy men's boxers. Used to work for Saks and always took home any samples or extra stock that was available. The rest of the staff stopped taking them when they had enough, but I kept loading up knowing I wouldn't work there forever. 5 years later I have a suitcase in my closet with about $2,000 worth of underwear I'm planning on making last for the rest of my life, or if I ever reach the point that I can afford to pay $30 for a pair of boxers. Back hair. Regrets. Spaghetti. I go out for food, buy spaghetti on sale despite having loads at home, only use like half the pack for a meal. Why do I do this? Tabletop role-playing game books. I know someday I will find the perfect system for me. Oh, and I have to back that Kickstarter. And that book looks nice too. Edit. Gosh. My first award. Thanks a lot. I'm honored. This feels like a level up.